Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Casper here at YS Stocks and Options. I wanted to just come here and actually give you guys a market outlook, at least what I'm thinking the market is going to do for next week. I want to get started first with the reports for next week. As we go into next week, we start off first with November 1st, right? So November 1st, we're going to see the market manufacturer PMI final numbers, the ISM manufacturing index, and the construction spending numbers, right? We know the previous numbers, and right now, just for you guys that say this is marketwatch.com, economy and politics calendar. So these reports are coming in November 1st, right? Tuesday, we have light day for reports. We have the home ownership rate, which is the previous was 65.4. So we're going to see what exactly comes out on that. On Wednesday, Wednesday is going to be a really special day because we have the Federal Reserve statement, right? And also we have the Federal Chair, Jerome Powell. He's going to do a press conference. So really expecting high volatility for Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday, I expect the market to be somewhat flat, right? Monday, the market most likely is going to be up a little bit, given that we closed in a bullish engulfing candlestick on Thursday and Friday. So I'm expecting Monday to be a little bit upside, with Tuesday being flat. And then Wednesday with the Federal Reserve Chairman Powell actually speaking around 14:30, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I really think the market is going to be trying to price in what exactly he's going to say and then pick a direction, whether the market is going to go up or down, right? So that's a very crucial day for situation where that we should be tracking, which is November 3rd again, around 2:30. So as we go into Thursday, November 4th, we have the initial jobless claims numbers for October, right? And October 30th, and then we have the continual jobless claims. And what you guys have seen thus far is that these claims have been going down as the months come in, right? So that's really a good sign for the economy that is actually getting much better as people are going into work and less claims are coming in, right? So we also have the international trade deficit that's going to come in, and then we have the productivity, the SAR, and the last thing, which and all these come out at 8:30, is the unit labor costs. And we're going to close out Friday with the non-farm payrolls, the unemployment rate, and then the average hourly earnings, right? These are going to be very key for Friday. And we'll see how the market reacts to that. And the last thing, at around 1500, 3 p.m., we have the consumer credits, which comes out, again, 3 o'clock on that Friday, November 5th. So a lot of reports, a lot of things happening in the market. But really the one that truly pay attention to, I think, is going to be very crucial for us to get into possibly some trades during that day or before, is the Jerome Powell actually speaking in his press conference there on Wednesday, right? That's really for this week. And now I want to go into what do we saw in the market as far as SPY, and I'm only going to talk about SPY, the Spider ETF here, S&P 500, is because it was really surprising that on Thursday, right? Thursday, it closed here on a nice little candlestick with nice volume here, right? Nice size volume. So we had a bullish candlesticks here for Thursday, and Friday we saw a huge rally, another bullish candlestick here, which really signals that the market is looking to go a little bit higher as we continue on earnings for a lot of about 25% of the other companies in the S&P and also the Dow Jones for the U.S. market, right? So this past week, we saw a lot of the mega tech companies actually report earnings, with Amazon and Apple missing earnings. Amazon Amazon missed earnings, but Apple was right on par with what the analysts had projected for $1.24 of EPS. But of course, their margin numbers were a little bit off. I want to say about $1 billion, either $1 or $3 billion. And hence we saw how the market reacted to Apple, as Apple fell after hours, after reporting earnings on Thursday, about 3%. but miraculously, people realized that the market was just a little bit temperamental and a little bit, just a little bit, what's the word? Overreacting, right? They overreacted with the call itself, because the only thing that Apple really hit on was that COVID and the supply chain was really affected their ability to exceed earnings, which we know that supply and also the chip shortage has been a huge issue for a lot of the companies, not only the tech companies, but we have automotive and so on and so forth, right? So the market overreacted, and Apple plummeted like 3% after hours after reported earnings, but then it just shot off like a rocket on Friday, when a lot of the bears were thinking that it was going to be down for too long, right? So here, let's go to SPY. I just wanted to show you guys here on finbiz.com, and I'll probably show you also on TradingView, so you guys can see both sides. Yeah, both sides of the house as far as what I'm projecting for the next week. So we noticed that the 52-week high prior to quad witching was $454 for SPY, right? The Fortune 500 companies, right? So the 52-week was actually what, $454 prior to, right? Prior to quad witching. Where is it? But what we saw here in last week was that on Tuesday, right? But on Monday, SPY broke through that 52-week high. What we see here was it looks like a hangman, right? But this was a nice candlestick here with a little volume, right? Breaking through $454. And then the next day we see here an inverted, I would like to call this an inverted hammer candlestick pattern here, or doji, following a bearish candlestick, right, for Wednesday. But miraculously, when Thursday, we saw a bullish candlestick here, which took the price of SPY a little bit higher. So again, Monday recap, it bust through that 52-week high. Then we had Tuesday, the stock, the ETF was actually coming down a little bit. And then see Wednesday, it retested, right? It retested this resistance, which became support. And you see this very commonly when you see securities actually busting and rallying past their resistance. They always have a tendency to retest that resistance, right? And then going a little bit higher. And after this retest, I'm really expecting the next week, right? At least Monday and Tuesday, for us to go a little higher. And really what's going to happen on Wednesday, I can't really tell you, because it's solely depending on how the market reacts to Chairman Powell and what he says about inflation and direction of the market, right? And also interest rate. So that's going to be determined. But I'm seeing, based on these two candlesticks here, these dojis here, I'm really expecting Monday to be a really bullish day, a nice little green day, and Tuesday also being bullish, but a more flat, with anticipation of what exactly Chairman Powell is going to say on that day, or Wednesday at 14:30, right? Okay. Now we're going to move on to TradingView, right? I love TradingView. I'm just going to show you here exactly what I just depicted on FinViz, right? Again, this line here, $454 being the 52-week high, right? We saw this here, right? So this was resistance around September timeframe, right? So September timeframe, this was the resistance, $454. Then we saw the market really took a mini correction to the downside, with quad witching being the catalyst. And now it has recovered, right? Not only has it recovered, but it surpassed this resistance area here when on Monday, as the stock market, or the ETF, the SPY ETF really broke out of that resistance, which later on became support. And now you see an inverted hammer here, or unless you want to call that an inverted hangman, right? And then on Wednesday, we saw a bearish doji here with SPY testing that support area, this new support area. These three here, you can call it an evening star if you like, right? But this is a test of that support area. It was resistance before. It became support once Monday, it broke out of it. And then you see SPY going higher here on Wednesday and Thursday with nice little volume, here, closing the week in a very bullish sentiment for the next week to come. Again, so as I look into the upcoming week, right? And again, we have a lot of companies reporting earnings, right? So what I'm really expecting SPY to truly hover around this area. And I'm gonna do this all the way to the next week is the 5th, right? And of course, this is the daily chart. So I'm really expecting SPY to break here, right? And come break here. Maybe break here, come down a bit, right? And just going higher, right? Why is this? Okay, let me just erase this here because I don't like seeing here. So let's take a look. So I'm expecting the market to do this. Monday being a green day, right? Let's take a look here. We're going to go into a more closer look. So we're going to look into let's go into the 4-hour chart, right? So this is resistance right here for SPY, resistance, right? So I'm expecting SPY to hit on the 1st, right? 161, right? Around 161, I'm expecting. So I'm expecting SPY to at least touch 161 roughly, right? So currently right now it closed at $459. So I'm expecting it to test that $461, right? And call it here, right? Then a stale day or a flat day on Tuesday, right? Tuesday being really just a second, stale day, really flat day. We'll break it down. We're going to go closer here into each hour, right? So I'm expected to hit like, again, SPY testing that for $461 and more of a flat day on the second, right? And depending on what exactly comes out from Chairman Powell, right? The market can do one or two things. And I'm not going to make this prediction because I don't know what he's going to say, right? The market can retest this again, 459, right? Or the market can go higher, right? And I'm going to color code these by the days, right? So this is going to be pink, right? For right. This here is going to be, make this one. This one here is going to be purple. Right. So these represents Monday, Tuesday, right? And possible outcomes for Wednesday, right? So I'll just make the prediction for those 2 days, right? So in essence, I expect the market to all the way to the 5th. I expect the market to really hover to go higher again, at least hitting $461 on Monday, being flat on Tuesday, right? But we have a lot of earnings, and because we have earnings, and I'm being here cautious, right? Yeah, but this is a possible outcome too, right? And followed by it going higher or going down, right? Either way, right? Right. So again, I really think the market is either Monday's gonna go higher. I definitely expect it to go higher on Monday. Tuesday, right? I think it's gonna be somewhat flat. It may go higher just a little bit to test this test this resistance area here, right? So kind of sort of flat for a little bit, right? And then Tuesday and Wednesday, I think the market is going to wait until to see what exactly Chairman Powell is going to say. And if the market likes what he says, right, the market's going to go higher. But if it doesn't, right, it's going to go lower. And I think it's going to actually test this support area here, which is 459, and which would the market closed at on Friday, right? So we'll see what happens for those days, right? That's as far as that I can go, even though we have earnings, and a lot of companies are reporting earnings on these specific days. It's really hard to tell, to predict, how the market's going to react to, how the market's going to react to what General Powell has to say. So more to follow on that. And again, it can go either way, right? So hopefully that was helpful. I think if the news is good from Chairman Powell, I think it's gonna bust through this resistance area here, right? $461 and possibly go a lot more higher, given what exactly the news or how the market feels about that, right? So that's it for my prediction for the market. Of course, we can look at other. Let's see, we can look at the QQQs, see how those are going to play out. QQQs has been on a tear, right? Same thing with the Qs. And we know that these are really tech heavy, right? So the Qs close in a bullish engulfing candlestick here, right? So a bullish engulfing. So this tells us that the market is going to go higher. At least QQQ will go higher for Monday, right? So I expect the Qs to go higher on Monday, right? Right. All right, so let's look at Apple, the weekly trade, the weekly play that we really want to focus on. This is it. This is the weekly trade that we put in the community, right? I want to really focus on, you know what, I'll just do another video for this one. So that really concludes my outlook for the week, right? I'm gonna do another video so you guys can see the weekly play and how we're gonna actually jump on this one and trade it, right? Hopefully that was helpful. Again, I think Monday and Tuesday is a no-brainer as far as what the market is gonna do. But given that Chairman Powell is gonna speak on Wednesday around 14:30 or 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's really too hard to decide which way the market is gonna go because it can go either way, right? Again, this is Castro YS Stocks and Options. If you guys like this video, please share it, subscribe, and let us know what you think. Okay, thank you. Have a good day. All right. Always practice logic over emotions. I always say that. And most importantly, be safe. See you guys at the finish line.